just hear my balls clap on his chair, and then you realize you're like, that fucking hurt.
Yeah, it's on that delay too. You get that testicle pain delay where you're like,
it's the only time it comes.
I have exactly 9 seconds
before you feel it immediately. You get hit on us with a baseball, and it's immediate. You catch a hockey puck right now. You know that. When you sit down and your balls
sitting on your nuts is a fucking delay.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm like, why does it take so long? I'm like, I know what I did. I can feel it. My thigh told me something. There's a walnut under there that you don't sit on.
I wonder if your nuts go, he doesn't deserve to feel this yet. Just hold. And your nuts are like, now send it. And you're like, dude. How about the first time you run in boxers when you have like a hanging nuts, and it sounds like someone's shaking 3 pounds of bologna? It sounds like when Steve would run fast. This droopy ass dumb face.
Sound like when my bulldog ate a fucking mayonnaise sandwich.
Hi.
I remember that.
Congratulations.
Do you not remember that?
What part?
About what the first time when you wear boxers and you start running and your dong, everything starts moving.
Yeah. Sounds like a horse riding with a loose saddle.
Yeah. Sounds like me.
Two Dolts, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit. Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a Bush Light, especially, even though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just 2 Dolts. And you know they hold it down like it's 2 ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just 2 Dolts. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
Dude, cold opens are my favorite. I'm here with special guest Dick Warlock, who's both a dick and a warlock.
That's double entendre.
Eating fucking airheads or whatever the fuck you're eating. You're like a juvenile.
I'm such an infant.
That's cool. Phil, what's up? Yeah, so not a lot of topics, but yeah,
we're literally just talking about
running. The first time you run where you get the flop with boxers.
Like when you moved on from tighty whities to boxers.
I'm kind of back to tighty whities a little bit.
A lot of my friends are.
Not full on like our dad's tighty whities with yellow stains in the front, shit stains in the back, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I just thought it was a rite of passage. You get to a certain age and you just have shit in your pants all the time. You're born, you shit your pants, and then when my dad hit like 39, just his underwears were perfectly stained.
You look like that old dude in the movie The Hangover when they're at the hospital.
Yeah.
At the beginning and end, and they come real quick.
You're going to be fine. He's not going to make it. But, I just remember, like, even after they go through the wash, you're like, Jesus Christ, your piss has staying power, son.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and this is why I don't wear boxers anymore, because I would always sit on my nuts.
They're so loose. Feels so good 99% of the time. You go to sit down.
Dude, here's the thing, though. When you got the nut hang, which after you start doing testosterone, your nuts kind of go, we're just going to live right here now, you know, which is fine. You know, because small potatoes make the steak look big. You know what I mean?
Hey, they also make vodka.
Swear. So, preach. But when I had the hang going on, you wear boxers, you sit down on a fucking chair. And it's always like one of those like plastic chairs that have the static, or a wooden chair where you just completely sit on your balls.
Dude, as soon as you said that about the static, all I thought was about that fucking magnetic ball that you used to put your hand here to. Laser beams into your fingertips. That's all I was thinking. As your nutsack's going down, your nut it's upside down, so the globe is shooting things up to the tainted chair you're sitting on.
Fighting a search in the dark.
You know, eating a package of those the rocks.
Pop rocks. Your nuts look like Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
The World's Fair in 1909.
Yeah, thank you for making it. That's what I was trying to get
to. How come your nut hair always look like the Bride of Frankenstein? No idea.
Yeah, no idea.
My dick is actually a electricity plant.
Oh, your pubes are just a little fucking turn, like a little U. They're going back in your nutsack because they're burnt.
He's a nice guy, but I blew him and it smelled like burnt hair. Bethany died blowing him. She drooled a lot.
Fuck Bethany. I didn't like her right now.
She's a bitch. But yeah, the nut slap is real, dude. When you're running and you hear that and you're like, I gotta do something with these guys. And I don't have a lot to fucking, I'm not going to the Hall of Fame with like, size, I'm adequate. Below average. Whatever. I got midgetism with a
It's supposed to affect your whole body, not just certain parts.
You know how Dumbo was an elephant with huge ears? My dick's the opposite of that.
My dick is Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. You might know my dick from movies like Elf.
Oh. I just
want to meet someone famous? Zip. I drink and know things. Oh God. Oh. It's embarrassing when my dick quotes his own movies. It's crazy. What a guy.
Bravo.
Ooh, he's an angry little dwarf. Anyways, yeah, fucking no idea where real. I've progressively gone. So then you go tidy whities. This is a progression of underwear, right? You go tidy whities. Then you go to now it's changed a little bit, but we went from tidy whities to boxers. Then we go boxers to kind of like what are those called? Like
boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs. Those were the thing.
They were like relatively. It was between constrictive and loose fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Compression shorts.
Yes. Yeah. So I recently, because I remember Tanya going, I really like, I think guys that wear the shorter shorts, not like fucking so your nuts hang out, but like not fucking carpenter shorts or whatever those fucking board shorts things are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I started buying shorter ones, but my boxer briefs are so goddamn long and they felt great because they're like covering half of your hamstring, if you're working out or doing whatever. So then I got these other ones that were like 6-inch ones. So they kind of look like little boy shorts, not little boy shorts, but boy shorts,
Where is that better?
But I have this rotational.
Knocking on your door in about 12 minutes.
But I've had these like I've had this recycling pair of underwear for fucking a year now, and I sat down the other day and my nut popped out the bottom. I think my nuts ate my underwear.
It looked like one of those scenes in Jackass.
My nuts are made out of moths. They eat fabric. So I finally just got some new underwear, and I got the boxer briefs with the little pouch in it. So now it's like a little resting place for your nuts.
I know. I've been with you before, and you've told people about them.
Those ones are aggressive. That's ridiculous.
Dude, dude.
How's that? Dick pouch, dude.
Dude, it's phenomenal.
You gotta get
their own pouch.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at ones where your nuts go in one hole and your dick goes in the other hole.
It's too much work.
That's way too much. It's not Houdini down there. He's not going to break out of a fucking straitjacket. Cousin Brenda, what's up?
What's up, Brennan? I found out one thing the other day. Apparently, after I had made the love to my wife, I put my underwear back on inside out. And my newer underwear doesn't have a clear cut tag on the back, so you got to look all the way around it for the hole. So finding out having to be left-handed for like a month, I couldn't imagine if I wore tighty whities because the fucking gatekeeper was a battle to get through.
Yeah.
That wasn't just that short overlap. It was deep.
It was deep, yeah.
You had to reach all the way over to the right, dig back left, then go down and get your dick, and then weave
like
it
the
through
Zapruder film.
Yeah.
Back to the left.
And it was a nightmare. I couldn't imagine that. I mean,
did you ever dick come out of that hole just randomly? Like you're walking?
Yeah.
Back
then, no. There wasn't enough to go all the way around one side and back around.
Yeah. But like your dick kind of grinches its way out, and you're like, all right.
Boxers, I've got a couple pair that it just the horse is coming out of the barn.
Yeah, the fruit's out of the loom, babe. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Been there.
Sometimes it feels good.
It always feels.
Have that good dick day.
It feels like I'm having a day, you know?
Yeah.
And then you go to the bathroom and look at it, you're like, it's not a day. It's just shitty boxers. I got Malcolm Jamel Warner. No, that's Theo. Never mind. He's huge.
Emmanuel Lewis.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, good job. My dick has the.
I'm Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, Emmanuel Lewis.
My dick has to open up 3 cabinets to walk up like steps to get the cookie jar. My dick can hide behind a clock at Papadopoulos' house. Every time my dick sees a plane, it screams at it. Look, boss. I know, Dick. That's fine. You play with the cards you dealt. I got 2s. Pocket 2s, baby.
All in, niggas.
So, yeah, you said you had topics.
Oh, Christ. I got to read this shit. Oh. Here just... where the fuck is pod? There it is. Podcast. I saw this on a reel or some shit. It was an interesting topic.
Okay.
What would be your death row meal? It's kind of hard, right?
Let me ask you this question then. Good topic, great topic, love it. Are we going like? You'd probably want to. Let's say you're getting killed at 5 o'clock. I wouldn't eat all day. I want to go in prepped, but I probably want breakfast, lunch, and dinner during that process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, give me everything. Breakfast, Jewish rye toast, butter, coffee, 1 sugar, 1 cream. You dunk the rye toast into the coffee, bang, bang, chicken scrimps. Go ahead.
I've never heard it called that, but I'm wondering, do you put that in a toaster or an oven?
Oven's offensive to Jewish rye. It just brings back too many memories.
So,
Jewish rye is really good at hiding in an attic.
It's mostly moldy.
Yeah. Jewish rye keeps diaries.
You flip it over on the other side. There's like a diary written.
Dear diary. Yeah, I go Jewish rye.
Okay, so I actually have heard it called that once before, and it was awkward.
So rye,
just because when it's always I just call it rye bread.
Yeah, Jewish rye is always cold, and it talks about the weather too much.
It's a lot of money
because they control it. This is why I don't believe Jews control the weather, because they're always talking about how cold it is. God, it's cold, isn't it? Yeah, tell your dad to turn the heat up, bitch. Shut up.
Stop being a fucking Jew.
Stop being Jewy with the heat, dude. Turn it up.
This is why we're big in Germany also.
So I'd go for sure Jewish rye, coffee, dunking the bread in the coffee, bang bang, it's delicious. My favorite.
I used to eat like I love rye bread. I don't get enough of it. Back in the day, my mom used to buy a loaf of the little guys.
Oh yeah,
you could put 2 on each side in the toaster. She'd slam that shit down in there. Basically, just get it to the point where it was like flashed hot.
Yeah, if you over toast Jewish rye bread,
it's like no.
It's like eating crackers.
It's like that shit you get in the trail mix.
Yep.
Which totally. I like in the trail mix, but no.
Sure.
So and then she'd cover them in butter and hand them to us before we go to school. I'd eat a fucking loaf of that shit. Like it got bad. So when I moved out of my parents' house, like my mom would show up every once in a while with a loaf of that little rye bread, and that's what I call it. But when I go out to breakfast and I order some meat lover's omelet or all this big food, whatever I order, they're like, oh yeah, it comes with toast, rye, plenty of butter.
Gotta go rye.
Yeah.
Dunking rye into egg yolk when it's toasted appropriately and it's just enough to fold where the butter kind of seeps out.
Yeah.
I just came in my pants.
Yeah. I used to do that with hot chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Dunk the nice warm rye bread right now, hot chocolate.
Yeah, it's like candy at that point. Lunch wise,
candy. Did you ever have Jack's Wax?
No.
Used to take like a cake pan or some sort of pan, a little short pan, and go out and get
like one more time. I'm gonna jump through the fucking TV and kill you.
You get this, like 11 by 14 pan.
Fuck you, you asshole. Go ahead.
And you'd go out and get some fresh snow out the back of your house, the dog's piss then or anything, and you'd pack it in there because the pan's only like a 1/4 inch thick. And then you take maple syrup.
Okay.
And you put it drizzle it all over it.
Okay.
And then you let it sit outside and the maple syrup freezes almost.
Okay.
It's like the best tasting fucking some sort of brittle you've ever had.
How poor were you? No, I'm kidding. I grew up poor.
We used to we used to
I've had mayonnaise sandwiches before.
Poor man's popcorn. My mom used to fry Cheerios with a little bit of butter and then sprinkle some salt on it. It was like popcorn. We'd get a big bowl of it and we would fuck with it.
Yeah. Dude, my favorite like shit food like that is that puppy chow stuff. It's like the Chex Mix with like chocolate and then powdered sugar.
Oh yeah, they call
you can't just have like a handful of that shit. You got to go deep. You got to go after it. I would say lunch wise, chicken finger sub, hot, blue cheese, light lettuce, tomatoes, bang bang. Dinner.
This is where I'm dogging. Your last meal. This is it. This is dinner. You're going to be put down at 11 o'clock. It's 6 p.m.
I'm having seafood, like surf and turf.
Yeah.
With no fish. I want scallops. I want scrimps. I want fucking lobster and crab legs.
Yeah.
That's worth killing someone and going to
death row. Steak. I don't know if it is, but I mean,
at least you're gonna eat good.
You're gonna shit it out a couple hours later.
Jokes on that.
Involuntarily.
What's that one? The one comedian goes, "If I was ever on death row, my last meal would be unpopped popcorn. So when they fry me, just it's like, all right, you're trying to be too cute, dude. Just fucking, just get after it. Yeah. Go ahead with yours. Death row meal.
I'm going the same terms you are. My favorite thing is like when Chris and I go out every 6 months, we go on our anniversary, and then 6 months we don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. fucking goddamn fucking anti-Jews. Oh, we forgot to fix that. I want a lobster tail. I want some crab legs. I want some shrimp cocktails. I definitely want a nice fillet.
Gotcha.
I want the good potatoes that they make, and I want a good bottle of middle of the road like Riesling.
Okay. Do they let you drink on death row?
I don't know, but I just figured I got to drink it now with something. But
yeah, I think if I had a few glasses of bourbon with the surf and turf, I know they don't mix. Do you think white wine or red wine with seafood and steak? Typically steak goes with red wine. However, I'd go a few glasses of bourbon and be like, all right, it's time. Like, where are we going? And then just fucking
give me the Macallan, bitches.
Yeah, fucking load it up. I'd still go with like Four Roses or Bullet. I'm not gonna fucking put you out on Pappy, Daddy. I'm just gonna say fuck it. Just give me a couple. Now, if you come with Maker's Mark, there's gonna be an issue.
Yeah, we're gonna fight.
Maker's Mark is like dog shit, dude.
That's what I asked you the other day. I was like, I assumed it was because it's in every bar and it's usually on the bottom shelf.
Well, let's say you go to Savannah, okay, again. Or let's say you go Charleston, let's just say. To me, Charleston, they make the best old fashions of any place I've ever been. Well is Makers, which you usually don't see. And everybody in Charleston uses the same bitters. So the rest of the mechanism of the old fashioned is how much sugar they put in. Do they muddle it correctly? Are the oranges the right way? Are the cherries the right way? So that's where you get to the artisan side of like what the old fashioned is. And you can literally go bar to bar to bar with almost the same ingredients and every single one of them tastes different.
Tastes different. Okay. Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's all Makers. Everything else is kind of the same. Alex Burton, what up, boys?
What up?
Do you know that person?
Nope.
Hey, Alex, I don't know you, but cool.
Welcome.
But yeah, that's kind of the way to go.
I'm not a bourbon aficionado at this point. I drink more wine than I do bourbon. Hopefully, looking to change that.
Sure.
But yeah, I would go like when we get surf and turf when we go out every 6 months to Giancarlo's or Salvatore's, Russell's, whatever it is, nice steakhouse. We always get like a Riesling, which is mostly like it's a kind of a sweet white wine, I guess.
Not bad, but if you have too much of it, hangover city. But
yeah, it is. I mean,
who gives a shit? Just fucking roll with it.
That's what I drank last week.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like certain red wines and mostly whites, but I don't know what goes good with what. I just know if it tastes good and I'm eating good food, I don't give a fuck.
You like mostly whites? You fucking racist, dude. I'm here with the brown liquors.
Am I drinking the brown liquor?
Oh, Alex, sorry, dude. I don't recognize your last name. My bad, dude. That's Alex. He's been on the podcast before. It's EDM Fest, dude. We were just talking about going up there.
Wait. Oh, yeah?
In my phone, you're Alex, awesome dude, Buckwater. I swear to God. My bad.
In my phone, he's Alex North Coast Festival.
Mm-hmm.
What up?
Well, what the fuck, dude?
I blame him too, Alex.
I know.
And it came from YouTube, so I was trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with that.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Sketchy, dude. No, Alex, good to see you, dude. I heard you were coming down, and then you never came down. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. So what's up? Oh. Sorry, Daryl's been eating candy for 3 fucking hours now. Go ahead. Come on.
Now the 3 of us are in a room.
Oh.
My wife actually asked me yesterday. She goes, so, going to Chicago this fall? I'm like, yeah. I haven't officially asked her if I can go. I've said it 100 times. I'm going to do. She should be asleep. I'm going to do like this funky, just for shits and giggles, like promposal thing. Where I put on this huge pomp and circumstance just to ask her to go to this festival. She was already asking me, like, when do we need to book flights and all this other shit. So I'm going to just make it official. So
okay. You're going to give her like a corsage, some fucking flowers. Alex, awesome. Let me know, please. Yeah. It'd be great to see you. Yeah. Daryl is...
Adam, I'm high as fuck, bro. Get with the fucking program. Where the fuck you been for the last 2 hours?
Daryl went from...
looking for chemtrails?
Daryl went from not being a weed guy to not going to not drinking bourbon to doing both. After 25 years of friendship, I'm finally an influence on you.
The bourbon thing was happening, no problem. But after week 2 of this shoulder surgery, when I went and saw my PA, and she's like, I was telling her, I'm like, I can't sleep. I go, melatonin's not really doing it. I go, it'll knock me out for an hour or 2, but I'm up.
Yeah.
And I'm up for 3 hours. I fall asleep for an hour. I go, I'm struggling. I'm being an asshole. And I'm like, I can't take this. And she's like, hey, do what you got to do. She goes, you're not going to work anytime soon. Does your work trust you? I'm like, yep. So she's naming off all this shit. So I said, all right. And that's why I put up that post about CBD and everybody's like, you don't need that. I'm like, I don't know what I need. I need to talk to somebody, whatever. So I got
I'll text my friend Chris who does drugs.
Yeah. I was like, dude, what do you recommend? I'm not going to do whatever you do, but I'm just, let you think you influence me. So I went to a dispensary and told them what was going on. And they're like, all right, here's one for before you go to sleep. It's an indica. It's a sleep time thing.
Sleep weed.
It'll knock you out. I'm like, all right. And then she said, take this other one, but take half of it during the day. And then the other half at night, it helps with the pain. I said, okay. So I was taking my half during the day. Didn't really feel much of it, whatever.
That's a gateway.
My shoulder's in and out at times. You never know. And then I take the nighttime one and fucking wake up. I got cotton mouth. I don't remember falling asleep. I'm drooling all over myself. I'm like, this is great.
So now you're basically Elvis. You're taking speed weed to wake up.
Yeah. So then my wife gets some, and she gets ones that are the sativas, which are the upper kind of ones.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just more for kind of get your anxiety down or whatever. And then you can function. It kind of gives you focus and all this shit. So I took one once and I wasn't drinking. And I was like, well, it fucking really didn't do much for me. And if we're going to be honest, I don't think these are super high doses of anything. This is beginner shit for us.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, cool. So everything's working for me. And then last Sunday, I was like, well, this shit's got to work at some point, I grabbed one of my wife's the whole thing. I'm always supposed to take half. I hate the whole thing. I come down here. We're doing the podcast.
White wine.
I was drinking a bottle of Riesling. I drank a 1.75 liter bottle of Riesling during the podcast. It took I looked down at my phone. I was like, all right, cool. And I just sat here.
Like 32 minutes, dude.
It was a little longer. It was closer to an hour when it started kicking in. I got up to get a drink or the wine. My legs didn't work. I was like, this is weird. I'm like, I've sat here for quite a while before with up, and I never had a problem with my legs. Now I can't move my legs. What the fuck? And my legs just got up, and I was like, they weren't like stumbling like a newborn deer. It was like floating. I'm like, this is fucking sweet. So in between shows, we went up to I went up to go to the bathroom and to fill up my fucking water mug thing. And next thing I know, I fucking got a bag of Twizzlers. It's the loudest bag in history. I come down here and I am fucking so fucking high. And this is new for me to feel, and I didn't know what was going on. So it was great. I'm like, let's do this again. So I went to the dispensary the other day to get more sleep gummies, and I was telling the girl, I'm like, hey, I want some of these because they help me sleep. This is what I need.
Give me that speed weed.
And I explained what was going on. And I said, hey, my wife has these peach flavored sativa ones that are good for like daytime to give you a little boost. I go, she doesn't like the flavor. She wants to try a watermelon one. Like, all right. There's a little difference between them. No big deal.
Sure.
And she goes, so what about the peach ones? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the taste. They actually taste good to me. I hate peaches, whatever. They taste like a fucking sweet and sour gummy. It's great. And I told her what happened. And I said, I took one day and just really didn't do anything for me. Then last Sunday, I was downstairs. I was getting ready to do a podcast. I was drinking wine. I ate a whole one. She goes, let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
She goes, do you know that alcohol fucking increases this, that, and the other thing? I go, no.
I believe the term is a synergistic reaction.
Sure.
Yeah.
She didn't use that word, but she just said it absolutely will go that way. I'm like, I was fucking stoned out of my gourd.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And I took one a while ago and it fucking punched me right in the mouth.
You were a legit problem.
Like I'm talking and I don't remember what I said 3 words ago. I'm like,
yeah, you were talking like someone on Adderall and Coke at the same time, which I do routinely see those people. Then you try to like jump into the story and they just barrel right past you. Like, no, this is my story. They're running past you. Fuck you. Alec, I'll get caught on the comments. Alex, yes, I am 46 years old on testosterone to the tits. Alex, good seeing you, man. Let me know when you're in town. Obviously, open invite on the podcast anytime you want. Love you, miss you, and I can't wait to see you. Put Daryl in a dark room. Dude, Adam, let me tell you this. I'm guaranteeing if Daryl keeps on this train,
I can only go so long.
You're gonna text me one day and be like, dude, Champagne Supernova is a sweet song.
No, like, never happen.
It's gonna happen. Like one of these days, you're gonna be like, fuck yeah, dude. I get it. Oasis rules. Did you
Phil, what was given to me and Krista that night was up all this shit. It was like 100 milligrams, which I think you're not supposed to take. And Krista, the whole thing in her mouth. And the first time we ever would have done that was that night. And everybody yelled no because they found out that rookies were taking it. So like she bit it in half and I was too busy laughing and threw it in my mouth. And both of us went on a trip of our lives. I'm like, we were at a bar right next to the casino and we were talking.
The Stefan Diggs.
You start talking. Oh no.
No, I got the joke.
Fuck. I was like, what, bro? And I'm like, dude, the night we ate the gummies, we were on a boat. We were in the tiki tour downtown. It made sense to me because I'm high as fuck and I don't care, bitches.
Dude, yeah. A lot of times people think like weed is weed and psychedelics are psychedelics. If you do like a little bit of mushrooms, I'm not telling you to do it. I know you never will, but
I have a segue. This is gonna be great.
If you do a little bit of mushrooms, it's like the best weed high without seeing weird shit. You're in the spirit land.
Spirit world.
Spirit world. You're Young Guns 2 rules.
Watch it tonight.
No, let's watch it till 5 a.m. Because we're losers.
Out 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
I wake up to you fucking live texting the whole fucking movie like, fuck. Last thing I remember was when they got yanked out of the fucking ground jail.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 minutes into the movie.
So a couple weeks ago, we started talking about Young Guns 2, like two fucking old losers. And so I go buy it on YouTube or on Amazon. And dude, Adam, Young Guns 2 fucking absolutely smashes, dude. When the spirit world comes to get you, it'll come with a white horse. And that's when you know. Dude, Jose Chavez is fucking the shit, dude. When I first saw Young Guns in like 1991 on VHS, I'm like, La Bamba's fucking doling out knives like a fucking psychopath? I'm in.
Fucking La Bamba.
La Bamba fucking rules, dude.
It's not a bad movie.
La Bamba's coming in hard, dude.
There's a segue.
The only thing I don't like about Young Guns 2 is the insertion of Dave Rutabaga. Rutabaga. Arkansas Dave Rutabaugh.
Arkansas Dave sucked.
It's like he's the same character. Christian Slater's always the same guy. I'm not taking anything away from him. He fucking is awesome. Pump Up the Volume. Way ahead of its time. Great fucking movie. It's about a guy that basically starts the first podcast by illegally pirating radio stations. Fucking fantastic.
Fucking Napster. Fuck Napster.
And you can see tits. It's great. But he's never been a different person. And he's kind of like the acute Jack Nicholson. He's like, oh, hey, I'm Christian Slater. Here's Johnny. It's like, come on. All right, we get it. You're hot. Dude, the movie Cuffs. I'm a sucker for movies where they talk to the camera. You know, in The Office, you kind of get the Jim, like, you know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I like Ferris Bueller. He talks to the camera. I like Cuffs. Same thing. They break that third wall. They talk to the camera a little bit. Now, our movie, we're not going to do that.
No.
Last Prank of Tilly Burn.
Not gonna be that. It's gonna be something different. Way better.
Last Prank of Frank Frankenstein.
What were we talking about? I said I
said mushrooms. So mushrooms can be the best time of your life, or if you take too much, it's absolute hell. That's your call, and you don't know until you take it, which is really fucked up.
Like choose your own venture almost, but opposite. Venture's choosing you.
Yeah. I took mushrooms at my going away party when I was moving from Buffalo, and I didn't attend my going away party. I was in my bedroom in a dark room because I took too much. Drugs are like that, man. Drugs are like that friend that you get along with.
I just saw all three local media.
Oh, dude,
resources here.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Repeated the same song or same story like twice. Some people went out for a hike, and they called 911. Said their friend died. Rescue team came, man, and found them all. They thought their friend had died because they were on psychedelic mushrooms.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, it's like the same story, like that British story that fucking ran about the dude got hammered and got lost, and he joined his own search party. And they were looking for him. And he's not helping look for some random person because he's hammered and wants to do something good.
And if you're in Britain, you got a weird name. His name was probably like Brian Shirkshire or some shit. He's like, that's weird. That's my name. Brian!
Hey, Brian, too, man. I love this guy already. I'm drunk, but I'm going to help look for him. Brian!
He might be a cousin, dude. I don't know.
Then he gets deep into his trip, and he's like, well, fuck, man, my name's Brian. I'm like, Brian? I'm like, yeah, present.
Oh. Oh, no.
Looks down. He's got a work shirt on. His name's on. He's like, what the fuck? I'm Brian. It says I'm Brian.
I'm wearing the guy that died shirt in honor to remember his ghost. Dude, being drunk rules, dude.
Respect.
Deuces. Yeah, True Romance, written by Quentin Tarantino. Great movie. Quentin Tarantino's that guy that he loved movies so much that he worked at a video store. And then he's like, I could write better movies. And then he went and did it. That's like a guy. Okay.
What are you doing? How'd you get down here? Oh. He must know his way out the door. Fucking ghost.
Dale's in a bad way right now. He's talking to nobody.
Fucking dog ended up down here.
Yeah, sure, man.
It's not. When
did I get a pink elephant?
When it has to come through the other door, it has to sit. Nobody's down there to tell it to sit. All of a sudden, fucking door opened up. I'm like, I felt the pressure change by like 0.3% because my brain is telling me that.
Yeah,
dude, what the fuck? And the dog ran down here, and then Albo came down here. So I don't know what the fuck just happened.
You know, you are a single person in Buffalo. You don't have a family. Yeah.
What the fuck are these people in my house?
Yeah,
I'm in somebody else's house right now. I have no idea.
I will leave, but we have a podcast to do. You totally understand.
I need the internet, bitches.
Yeah, so you're going back, circling back. I'm the one keeping us on track today. Circling back, death row meal, surf turf, flat steak, bang bang.
Medium.
You'll go Riesling. I'll go red probably or bourbon.
Yeah.
Next topic. Go ahead.
That's all I have.
Okay. You said you had topics.
Hang on. That was two. So far, we're good.
You know, that was once. Death row meal.
And I asked you another question.
If I ask you what that question was, can you remember what you asked me?
Oh, are you able to surf the internet and find things?
Sure.
God damn, it's fucking cool. All right. It was recently some sort of fucking. It was a reel I came across. Facebook, Instagram. I don't know where this fucking reel come out of. Shit comes at me fast. I don't know.
Okay.
So this lady divorced her husband because she was dying. But her goal was to get fucked by 200 people before she dies. Her name is Molly Kochen, Kochan.
Just like your name is Dick Warlock. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Winky face. Molly Kochen, whatever. And the name of her book or her miniseries or whatever was called Dying for Sex. How would you feel? You are been married for 20 years to Tanya. Kids, mostly grown.
Sure.
Life's good. You guys are great. Everything's good. She finds out she has stage 4 something cancer, has
nice.
Let's just say a year. Let's bump that back down. Please turn back, no fist bumping.
So how much?
So you have a month or 12 months to live, and you decide, and your wife decides to divorce you so she can get just absolutely run through by 200 dudes. How would that make you feel? I'm done with the whole happy wife, happy life thing. So to me, that happens. I would like to try to sue this bitch for everything I can get from her.
So you would think that. Okay, so let's go with book rights first. Let's take this topic off the thing, right? So this guy's probably mentioned in the book, I would imagine, or it's about her life that he's loosely tied to. So he would have some say to the book's publishing and books rights. So, for example, what's that movie where Matthew McConaughey got his break? Fucking
Wolf
I stay the same age, and they keep getting you, or whatever. I keep getting older. They stay the same age. That fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
They're fucking high all the time. Come on, someone in the comments got to get us.
Red Meth.
No.
Snoop and Martha Stewart.
No, hang on, I'm almost there. Not Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Anyways, so no, when I say I'm almost there, I already came and it's soft.
Whoops.
But so you would think he would get some of the financial compensation from that. Bang. Okay. If somebody chooses to go do that, to paraphrase one of my favorite songwriters of all time, you just don't look back in anger, babe. People are fools. Let me go. Let me steer the ship exactly to where do you want me to go. You're a completely fucking dumb retard if you think, not in a retarded way of the Down syndrome community, just a fucking retard. You're a retard if you think that you guys are you're the same ship, no matter what you are. Yeah. Best friends, people you're married to, all this other stuff. Because if anybody can divert from that ship, you're not really together on the same thing. So like ultimately the guy has to go mentally, or if it happened to me, I would say I made the wrong choice, or I should have seen it coming. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's right. I think that's where.
Look at that first fucking bullet point. She left her husband after her cancer diagnosis, betting 200 men to seek joy. Mm. That's joy she didn't have in her marriage. So why wait till now? Why not just spare your husband and just say, "Hey, this isn't working for me"?
Well, it's like it's like the perverted version of that fucking cowboy song. Like, I went bull riding, I went, but she just said, "I fucked 200 men." The "Live Like You're Dying" song.
Yeah, but to me, that's in my eyes, that's selfish. But but then you have the bleeding heart, bleeding vag women. They're all like praising her for this, and I was like, "Takes such a strong woman, dude." I could tell my wife I want to divorce her, so I can go out and fuck 200 chicks. Yeah. What's the difference?
The difference is a woman could easily go get 200 men.
Oh, I saw this recently too.
You're gonna crap out at maybe 13.
Yeah.
You know, we're the hunters. They're the cooks.
How easy is it for them?
People bring cooks the meat, dude. That's just the way it is, bro. We got to go catch the meat. They get the meat. If you're me, not much. This is all I have to eat. Sorry.
Yeah. This is the eighth pound night tonight.
They're like, well, we can just do it multiple times. We can just do it multiple times. No. I'm going to need at least a 14-hour turnaround.
Some rest, Red Bull, vitamins.
Why do you keep
multivitamin?
Where are you going with that needle? Never mind. Yeah, so there's this thing called, which I do not have, and you do not have. I think it's called compersion. And it's the fact that you love somebody so much that you're willing to let them go seek joy. And you enjoy their being joyful.
It's called a cuck.
Yeah, I don't have it either, right? So if this chick would have married the right guy, and if he would have married the right chick, to me, it just means that you try to fit a square peg in a round hole. And then her hole got filled with 200 other squares.
I fucking hate you, beat me to it.
I don't know how I got there, but it made fucking sense, bro.
Dude, you said like 2 words, that Squirtle just started. Like the last 1/8 of a mile sprint in a marathon. That fucker was worn. I'm like, yes, and you finished it. I'm like, fuck.
That's how your lips go. Like a fucking dying goldfish.
Part of my face, so some of the drool is coming out. But I felt that.
Like a dying goldfish, like, like no. Daddy's got it. Daddy's got it. Let daddy drop the line.
Dude, was coming with it too.
But they could have had that conversation. Now, here's my question to you: did you look up is she hot or not?
I didn't. I honestly didn't. I saw it in a button.
Okay.
Dude, this is the fucked up thing about these algorithms. You just stop long enough to read the headline.
Oh yeah, then you're on to the next. Yeah,
you're still fucked.
You're like fucking Jay-Z. You're on to the next one. Paste. Okay, so
all right, yeah. Dude, you're doing that. She's gonna get dick thrown at her. It's just the way. That's just the luck of the women.
Yeah,
they do zero work. And
here's the chick.
Guys are like, I want to go out and get laid tonight, and the girls are like, I'm going out and going late tonight. It's like they know.
Yeah, so guys hope for it. Women can just go do it. Yeah. Now it doesn't mean that. Here's the thing, though, and this is where God and science probably all meet back up a little bit. Let me see if I can get this up here. All right, so this is the chick. She looks exactly like someone that would break your heart.
Yep.
She's got an Amy Smart vibe to her.
She's absolutely getting smashed.
Yeah. So what I would do if I was in that situation, being probably how that guy was.
You, at what point are you that guy you don't just put the bullet in your mouth?
I would never do that. I would do that.
Because she literally said, you can't fuck me good enough to make me feel joy.
Yeah, that's every girl I've ever slept with. I'm cool. Still got you. I'm totally fine, dude. How is that my problem?
Fucking plausible.
Like, what the fuck? It's not saying that I'm not trying my best. I'm a C student. Like, what do you want from me? I can hit the books all day, dude. Still getting C's. Just so happens
there at graduation day.
Just so happens that C is not filled up all the way. So whatever, dude.
Minus science. It's just that little thin line trying to get through.
Every time I take my pants off.
We gotta fix that.
Yeah, I'll fix it for the next one. But yeah, no, I think if I was that guy, first of all, with a girl that hot, you could probably trade up. Okay. In certain communities, right? So she's hot. You can probably parlay that into you bang some other hot chicks. But if he's not into that, you just go, cool, that's her. We were not on the same boat. We weren't the same island. It is what it is.
That hose for the streets.
Yeah, dude. I mean, what are you going to try? Like, you can't hold on to a kite in a hurricane, man.
But so she's been touted as brave and innovating.
Yeah, so are fat girls when they lose weight. And the same people that call them brave because they're fat fucking hate them. Look at Lizzo. Lizzo's starting to lose weight, and everyone's like, she's a bitch. She's going against our community. It's like, no, she was fat. She got healthy, and now she's not brave anymore for being a whore?
She's still not healthy. Well, so all these women are stepping in behind this. Molly cock ran through.
And 200 men, apparently.
200 dudes standing in line behind her. And pumping her up and saying this, women's power, this, that, and everything. But flip that script. And it's a dude that divorces his wife so he can go out and pound 300 girls.
Sure.
It's completely different narrative. All of a sudden, it's not cool to do. This is the double standard we live in, and I will fight that until the day I talked to my daughter about something.
Was that Tuesday? The day you died? Was that Tuesday? No,
but I did tell my daughter that I'm going to fight for her and beat up anybody that fucks or does her wrong until the day I'm 6 feet under. And then I made a joke about I'm not going in the ground. You guys are going to burn me and put me in an urn. And I said, and part of me is going to get pressed into a necklace. You're going to wear it forever. And she started nodding her head, and then she started crying and gave me a hug. So, yeah.
That's when, dude, I saw, okay, let's stay on this topic real quick. Remind me, necklace, jewelry, daughter.
Oh, boy. Realize how high I am right now.
Have 9 more fucking gummies. You
These are fucking regular Sour Patch Kids. There's no weed in them.
I understand. It's distracting.
So good, dude. I don't know.
Okay.
Focus elsewhere aside from my mouth.
What was I going to say? I think for that, if you're that guy, nice.
What's this thing doing here?
That's what she said.
No.
Oops. What are these 200 dicks doing here? Oops.
Would you do slip and fall on 200 dicks?
Yeah. How many guys' dicks have you sucked? 46? Yeah, so you're an idiot. How many friends do you know? How many friends do you know that have gone through divorce? A few, right?
Yeah, pretty good handful.
I'd say a few, right? And they always think before it gets to the divorce area, they always go, "No, we'd be good at it. It's all right." Right? Most of the guys probably go, it's whatever. Yeah. Then, because you're together. And then once you're a little bit divided, it's kind of amicable, whatever. And then the attorneys get in, and now you're over here. And now you're over here. And now you're over here. And then you're completely, you're not even in the same fucking time zone. You're not just, you were an island, and now you're not. And now you're not even on the same fucking continent. And that's how people are. Yeah. People are fuckheads. That's just the way it is. This chick's a fuckhead. Now, I think it's kind of cool that, like, if your dying wish to go see the pyramids, go see the fucking pyramids. If I get like a stage 4 cancer diagnosis, I'm taking my credit, all the money I have. I'm getting a lot more credit that I can die and not pay off, and I'm going to live high on the goddamn hog. As long as it doesn't impact the people that I care about. Because I'm not a shithead. But this lady's a fucking shithead.
This was personal, I think. Which is weird. I mean, I've heard my wife in conversation with
I don't think it was personal to her.
No.
It was personal to him.
Yeah.
And it's personal to the guy reading the story because you're like, holy shit, that could happen to me too.
I'm like, I want nothing to do with the dating scene or anything anymore at my age. I just don't give a fuck.
No.
Don't care.
No. I just
I
want
told my wife, I'm like, dude, you're young enough. Get it out of your system for after a couple years. Move on.
Mhm.
You're young. Me, I don't give a fuck right now. I don't care.
Well,
Attaboy.
because after
Yeah.
I just had vermin come out of my nose. After we're in the situation we're in, you realize the value of being alone. Everyone's biggest fear is being alone. Everybody, no matter who you are.
It sounds so good right now, though.
Yeah. And then you see these things where it's like, this cabin in Montana is available for $59,000 and there's 47 acres and has electricity. And I'm like, I got $59,000. I'll just go there. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I that is a weird fucking story though. And sadly, the girl is balls hot. I think personally, if I was in that situation,
I did not. I never. That was the first picture I saw of her. I saw the story. I read part of the story. I got the gist of it. And then this was years ago. So I think she passed away in 2019.
Yeah, she did.
She wrote she was a blogger or something, and then turned it into a movie or a story. I don't know what she did with it, but I'm like, to me, it's a selfish thing to do. Like, if I ever get this shit, I want my wife and my close friends right by me to the end. And that's that. I don't want to say, oh, I'm dying. My final wish is to fuck 200 chicks and a bunch of Asians and redheads because I haven't had them. And
first of all,
she's got big teeth.
Yeah, blowjob game is either really good or terrible.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think she's got a lip to cover all that teeth. There's going to be some scraping.
She's got to be British. She's got to be British.
Oh, her friend's hot, though.
Her friend kind of looks like Simone's aunt, you know?
Simone Biles?
No, Simone from Entourage.
I don't remember Simone. I remember a Sloan.
Sloan. Sorry, fuck me.
Yahtzee. But yeah,
the more pictures I see of her, let her walk away, dude. And she's always hugging chicks. Oh my god. No, she keeps getting earlier, dude.
Whatever. At what point do we flip that script? And now everybody's for it. But if it's a dude, everybody hates it.
Oh, you know who's gonna make a movie of this?
Randall Emmett.
You did. I think Heath Ledger's wife is going to be her in a movie. And that movie is going to be.
Is he going to direct?
He's busy. He's under a lot of pressure. 6 feet of dirt.
Dude, we got to figure out what the measure of pressure is and use that as an inside joke.
All right, let's ask the internet. How much pressure
do you feel when you're dead?
6 feet of earth over you.
How much pressure do you feel when you're dead?
14.7 pounds per square inch.
Whew.
Wow, that's pretty gross, huh?
That's a lot.
Okay, let's ask Grok here.
Oh boy. Buckle up, everyone. Let's go over here.
How much pressure is 14.7 pounds per square inch if I'm buried 6 feet deep? A lot of calculations here, bro. It varies in soil calculations, water pressure based on where you're buried. Jesus Christ.
Can we get an app? Just a random number. It's a lot.
Yeah. Just give me average brass tacks on this. Don't fuck around.
14.6 pounds per square inch. That can't be right. 1 square inch of soil isn't much.
A square inch, though. That's squared of them.
2 dolts do retarded math. So 1 square inch is 1 by 1, like a little tile would be in your kitchen or whatever on your backsplash. So is that 14.6, 1 square inch all the way down 6 feet?
All right, stop talking. Okay. How much weight of dirt goes onto a grave? How much weight of dirt goes onto a grave on average? Uh, 6.81 tons of dirt. So he's under 6 tons of pressure.
Under pressure.
Bum, 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 bum. Keith Ledger is dead. I said Keith Ledger.
I know. You think it was Keith Richards?
That motherfucker's never died.
He was a great grandfather of Denise Richards.
So parlaying off the story with the hot chick, who this is the only good picture of her that I've seen. Smash.
Yeah.
Amy Smart smash. You're the guy. Walk me through it.
Where are we walking?
Go.
I'm not sure what's going on.
No, so that happens to you. Go. Like, you blowing your brains out?
One of hers or mine.
Nah, dude. Fucking, you're alive. You know, like.
All right. So I have the gun on my mouth. Trigger's cocked. Bullets ready. Firing pins 3/4 of an inch away from just fucking bringing peace and happiness to your life for once because you're married to a gun.
I will argue this because I think you read something that I wrote one time that's a true story. I went to go blow my brains out with a shotgun and the safety was on and I laughed and then I didn't kill myself. Whoops. I can't even kill myself correctly. What a loser. Fucking loser. Nerd. So that basically was like,
all right, so
fuck it.
We're not doing this. We're like, hey, that burden of my life, I have to deal with it for 12. Just say the whole that sentence is 12 months.
Yeah.
So I have to deal with seeing it in social media and hearing about it because everybody's going to be telling me about it and it's out there. And you know how you are with recent exes, you're always keeping an eye on them. It's just the way it goes for a little while. Knowing that burden's gone, I want to be able to, and I think I should have a leg to stand on when you go to divorce court to get most of everything. Obviously.
For sure.
She dies of cancer.
I mean, you could sell
all the benefits and shit should be paid out, right?
Yeah.
They don't pay out for suicide. We all know that.
Sure.
You know, so you got to find a way to milk every nickel. If she's got a side business or whatever, you got to get every nickel you can out of this.
And you should have rights to anything that's ever been written and anything that will ever turn into anything that's
your earnings
in, as Mr. Wonderful says, perpetuity.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great word. Perpetuity.
It is great.
It's good. It's fun to say too.
I want your pussy in perpetuity. Yeah, and I would write a book called Your Mom's a Whore.
Did you say Timmy Barnes?
Last prank of Tilly Barnes. Last prank of Tilly Barnes.
Terrible name.
That's when Adam Sandler was naming all his movies all weird shit. Like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. Yeah.
Way better than Tiddlywinks.
Okay. God. Okay, you read it. Fucking nerd.
Dude, don't tell me to do this shit.
Go outside, nerd.
I can't. I have no idea. There's 4 doors over here. I always told me to pick the center one, but 4 divided by 2 is still 2.
I hope one of them is a gateway to hell. I had this conversation yesterday at the bar. Someone goes, "Oh, you're going to go to hell," and my main reply to that is, "I hear it's warm this time of year." Just joking around, right?
Yeah, joke.
It gets the fucking it rolls people over. You know what I mean? It can shift the conversation from being shitty to LOLs. You know, and then the guy I'm hanging out with goes, "But realistically, let's talk about heaven and hell." Go ahead. Yeah.
You have to shut that conversation down right there.
No. Hold on. His point was,
I don't want to hear it.
Well, my point was this. If you're the devil and you own hell.
Shit, look like Elizabeth Hurley.
You own hell, right?
Oh, wait. I'm a landowner now.
Yeah.
In this scenario. Okay.
You're the CEO of hell, right? The devil.
Paid well. Hot bitches.
And you're getting all these cool people. You're getting Jimi Hendrix. You're getting Janis Joplin. You're getting Kurt Cobain. You're probably getting John Lennon. You're getting like...
Just like Kurt Cobain come down, just a body, like no head.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I just wondered. All right, so how would I know it's him?
Talking about his splitting headache.
How could he doesn't have a head?
But you have this collection of amazing people, and you're the CEO of hell.
Yeah.
Are you such a pervert
Putting
that the whole thing is about fucking everybody in the ass and burning them with fire forever? Or are you just going to be like, these guys are kind of rule, you know? You play guitar, you do this. We got heroin, we got this. I think hell is probably, let's just talk about fun, way more fun than heaven.
I think so.
Like hell is like going to a lawn fete with gambling, and heaven's like going to church.
You imagine going to hell, but you're going to hell you have to go to hell on a bad trip, and Paris Hilton is just there every day going, "That's hot. That's hot. That's hot."
But again, if you owned hell, if you were the boss of hell, you'd be like, "No, they're doing their shit up there. That's them. We're going to do our shit down here. Fuck it, man. You want pancakes?" You know what I mean? Like,
but there's got to be different. There's different levels of hell. There's different levels of people that have killed 14 people, people that have fucked children, and then you and I, who are just fucking raging alcoholics, and we just die, and we did bad shit, and we go to hell. You can't put us all in the same place.
Sure, Hitler, like fourth hell, like probably the worst hell, right?
Yeah, definitely the worst one.
It's definitely worth button, but it's not working. So
he's definitely worth going to hell.
He's such a dick.
He's gonna go with Mike Tyson.
They were such a bad guy. And Frank, what do you say? He is such a dick. Can you imagine if Anne Frank had a lisp? Day 17 of hiding from the nothing.
Mute lisp. Dude. It's a gay lisp too.
Dude, that's why Anne Frank wrote so much, because her dad didn't want her to talk because of her dumb lisp.
Shut your mouth and write in a book. Write in a pad, bitch.
I don't want you to not talk because of the Nazis. I'm just so sick of your fucking lisp.
Dad's quiet for 2 reasons. 1, the Nazis. 2, your fucking stupid list.
God damn it, Anne. Anyways, yeah. So I think
this is why we're in Germany.
We're huge in Germany.
Random Anne Frank reference.
Huge in Germany. And Frank, uppity asshole, keeping notes on everybody.
And Frank, president of the HOA.
Guys, your hedge. But
that secret basement door squeaks when it opens in the backyard. At least in that tunnel. It's a WD-40 on that thing.
Hell is all spoken word and Frank poetry by Anne Frank. They're not thief.
They're bad people.
They were outside a lot. God damn it, dude. This sucks. But like if you live your life by the code of the Bible, right? Sure. Here's where the kicker is with Christianity. There's the repentance. I fucked up. They're like, come on in then. Like, really?
Yeah. Like a fucking halfway house.
It's like when you cut someone off, you give them the, my bad. Do off. Filled out with a banger, dude.
Gonna see if Ramstein can do a fucking remix of Do Off.
Yeah, so Hitler wrote the thing called Mein Kampf. God damn it, bitch.
I cracked like fucking the kids game.
The devil can call me a
junkie. I'm never taking this shit again. Oh,
I'm just saying, can you imagine? Let's say by hook or crook, we make it into heaven. And it's boring as fuck, dude. Like, who's going to heaven? Mother Teresa? Ugh. You want
all those fuckers are going there and they still have to go to church and shit.
This is how I
listen to fucking Jesus up there spinning his fucking tall tale all over again.
Oh, dude.
And if there's a 14th time you realize that it ain't real and you should be down with the cool people.
Have you ever heard Bill Burr's bit on Going to Heaven?
No, I don't know. I'm fucked. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow drier than a popcorn fart.
He how long is it? It's 9 minutes. Never mind. He talks about how all right, I'll paraphrase it. He talks about how heaven's all great, but it's nepotism, So Jesus is walking around and Jesus starts talking shit to Bill Burr and he goes, well, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? He's like, oh, okay, go ahead and get your dad. Oh, okay. Oh. Jesus is like, he's like the captain of the football team in high school. It's like, that guy's an asshole. What the fuck? Oh, politics? Great. Oh, your dad? Ooh, cool.
Oh, you're going to call your daddy?
We could be at a cafe with fucking the Beatles, or at least some of them. I think Paul McCartney's probably going to heaven. But the ones that did heroin, like the good ones, we there with, I don't know, you think Bukowski's in heaven? No. You want good poetry? That's hell. You want good art? Hell. Now there's those priests that fucked all the kids. That's why I kind of don't believe in God.
Well, yeah, the sad thing is they're going to end up in hell with us.
We're not kids. We're good.
Some of our assholes are still like children.
Not yours, not mine.
Mine definitely is.
Mine looks like a blooming onion. Mine looks like my asshole for some reason.
Hi, welcome to Applebee's. Can I take your order? I would like Chris Baumgart's asshole. Yeah. So a blooming onion.
When I turned 40, for some reason, my asshole looks like a dog's pussy in heat. My asshole looks like one of those things that you do this with and get someone's future. And I don't know what that means. I think I'm dying. It's cool.
Your asshole looks like the bottom of a pumpkin.
My asshole looks like a rocket pop after it's been fully sucked. It's like just hanging off the bone.
Your asshole looks like an exploded bottle rocket.
That was too much bourbon. All right, we'll get out of here. Want to trash pan this? Keep it rolling.
Okay.
Can you please stop eating?
So high. These are so good. And I texted you the other day and asked you if the munchies were real.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a goof amongst stoners.
No, I
ate a fucking pint of ice cream, 2 bags of Cheetos, half a bag of Sour Patch Kids, and some fucking Reese's peanut butter cups.
Dude, munchies are
fucking stupid.
The Bible. Yeah.
Why?
It's real. Well,
so much candy here now.
The munchies are not like that uppity bitches Anne Frank's diary. We'll be right